Hello and welcome into the Week 7 edition of the AYSL Gameday Show, brought to you by Whataburger. I'm your host, Nick Merrick, as we had a great game here at Summit Academy. The game of the week was the Thundercats against the Jaguars, but before we get into the highlights, our very own Kerry Crowley had a chance to talk with one of the parents at today's game.
Thanks, Nick. We're out here with Daniel Prickett's father, and nice first half for him. He had a little fumble recovery there, took it down to the 10-yard line. What does it mean to you to see your son have success in the AYSL?
Well, I'll tell you, this is fantastic. I mean, it's a beautiful day. We're playing America's game. The kids are having a good time. To me, it's just, proud papa syndrome. Watching my boy doing the things that I used to do as a kid, living vicariously through him. It's awesome.
And you're out here doing your part as well, working the chain gang today?
Yeah, it shows that there's not a very high barrier to being the chain gang. They let me be in the box today. But, all the parents, we pitch in, we do what we can. We've got great coaches, we've got great parents, filming games, taking care of water, snacks. It's just a good all-around experience.
And that's why the AYSL has so much success. It's because of the parent involvement. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll start with the Junior Raiders taking on the Mad Dogs. The Raiders looking to stay perfect this spring. Picking things up in the third quarter. Down, but touchdown. Not going to matter for the Mad Dogs. And a nice 4-yard run to the outside. That touchdown evens it, but a 2-point conversion on the kick would make it 8-7 in favor of the Mad Dogs. Fast forwarding to the fourth quarter. 1 minute, 3 seconds left in the game. Raiders have the ball on their own 25. Seems like they're done, right? Not for Beltran and Hinojosa. They connect on this pass, roughing off some defenders. There's 3 total, and then it's sideline speed the rest of the way. Put the team on your back as Beltran with a game-winning 75-yard pass and touchdown score. 296 yards on the day for Beltran. Moving over to the Junior Pee Wee division, the Raiders taking on the Golden Bears, and let's just say it was an all Raiders all day. Great performances behind Joey Serna and quarterback Brendan Pettit, a couple of stiff arms until he's finally brought down 3 Golden Bears, a 42-yard run. But that wasn't the end. A 45-yard run a little bit later. Fakes the handoff, taking himself. Oh my God, what a block by Serna up the middle, as that one allowed him to go the distance. One more stiff arm and a couple extra yards after the touch. But it's not going to end anymore. Taking it himself, Pettit, a 90-yard run, tiptoeing the sidelines, put a couple of monkeys off his back. Must have butter lathered over him, as he's going to take this one all the way to the house for a touchdown. As Pettit was cruising, he would have over 180 yards on the ground, add a passing touchdown as well. But that doesn't mean Serna didn't want to add some scoring. This one a little shake and bake to the outside. Nice moves on the ground. And he's got some end-away speed as well, finally brought out just outside the 10-yard line. But Serna wasn't done. This one up the gut. Make it easy, bulldozing his way for a touchdown, as him and Pettit finished with a combined over 300 yards on the ground. But that wasn't the best of it. 2 defensive interceptions. This one, CB Beltran, keeping that Raiders defense strong. I think the NFL might use some help there as they traded down to the draft day. But count it, not 1, but 2. Beltran with 2 touchdowns, this one in the red zone, as he takes it a long way. Raiders went on to win 32-0. And now for our game of the week, Thundercats and Jaguars. Nice return here by Kyle Brusnahan on the fumble recovery. Brings it in the red zone, but that's about all the action the Thundercats would see in the first half. Taking things later on in the first quarter, Jaden Henderson turns this nice toss into a 15-yard first down carry until he's finally pushed out of bounds. But things are just getting started. Into the second quarter, a couple of plays later, a design trap nonetheless, as Henderson with a defender in sight has the speed, but can he get in the touchdown? Yes, sir, as that's going to count for 6. But the question is, did he keep his feet in? We knew he had possession, but as he's tiptoeing down the sidelines, there's the left foot and the right heel just kicking over the pylon. That's a great call right there, but even better, how about Henderson with the onside recovery? This one was a beautiful kick by Aubrey Labno. Perfect height on the onside. And you know what onside kicks turn into? Yep, touchdowns. Ramari Reed puts it up 14-0 now after that one. Who says anybody can't kick PATs in AYSL? That was a perfect one right down the middle. But how about Henderson? This kid can play both sides of the ball. What a strip, as his teammate Daniel Prickett will recover it and take it all the way inside the red zone. A couple of plays later, give it to the halfback with some power. Pooh, pooh, pooh. Touchdown, Brian Udall, 22-0. In the final quarter, why not practice some kicking from 24 yards out? Oh my gosh, as good as you can get right there for Aubrey Labno. 25-0, and she wanted to get one more onside kick. Talk about some confidence in her team. But look at the pursuit of Henderson. This kid just doesn't quit. No need to recharge the batteries. A huge takedown. And then keep an eye on Udall. Ouch. Up the gut. Another fumble. That one with under 30 seconds to play. The undefeated streak remains. No points allowed thanks to the 25-0 win. When we come back, we're going to have our AYSL Player of the Week, brought to you by Whataburger.
We're making the original Whataburger, #1.
This is what I started on 50 years ago.
The original Whataburger, that's the thing that got everyone. We really have a following.
I have a lot of customers come through. Their grandparents came through. It's a tradition.
It's still the same. It's the same as it was when I was a boy. That's why I always come back.
I think it's the details that make the burger what it is. The pride that goes into it. It's something special that you don't find anywhere else. It represents everything we are.
I'm here with the star of today's game, Aubrey Labno. And Aubrey, you kicked your first field goal ever today. How did that feel?
It felt so great.
You also had a few extra points today. You scored a lot. How does that help the team?
I think it helps the team a lot for games that it might be 6-0. It's going to be a close game, but with the extra points, it might be not as much as a close game.
Do you always get those kids out there with their hands up yelling, or do some teams make it a little easier?
Usually they always yell with their hands up, yeah.
What's it like to be the only girl on your team?
At first it was awkward, but now I'm used to it.
Do you think it's cool? Do the other guys like it, having a girl on the team?
Yeah, I think so.
Now,
Different, a lot different.
Now, do you play any other sports?
Yes, I play soccer.
And is that where you get your big foot from?
Yes.
How far do you think you can kick the football?
I don't know, probably about the 30.
30-yard field goal. Well, today's field goal was a 24-yarder, so congratulations and nice job today.
Thank you.
All right, that's Aubrey Labno, our AYSL Player of the Week.
Thanks, Carrie. Thanks, Aubrey. I think she's going to be our next Adam Vinatieri in the NFL one day. But before we close up the show, Carrie had a chance to talk with her mom as well.
We're out here with Aubrey Labno's mom, and she's having a great game so far. 2 extra points kicked, and she's also had a successful onside kick. What's it like to see your daughter have so much success in the AYSL?
It's pretty cool. Her brother played in it as well, so for her to be able to play in a league that her brother also played in is pretty neat.
And what type of opportunities does the AYSL provide young girls around here?
Well, again, just the same opportunity it provides to boys. If girls want to try something, the opportunity is there, and they can figure out if they like it or if they don't, and just go from there.
That'll do it for us here today. For Carrie Crowley, I'm Nick Merrick. Don't go away. We'll see you next week.